Well, hello everybody. This is a reading for the week of May 13th, 2024, and we're actually a couple days into it already. But I just wanted to start by talking about what's going on in the sky right now. Almost every transit that I've looked at for this week has to do with money and finances. But it seems like it's not cut and dry. It seems like money can represent many, many things this week. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's say you go out to eat with a new friend, and when you go to pay, you realize that this person left just a terrible tip. Now, according to your own personal value system, that may mean something to you, or that may mean nothing to you. But if that to you shows a character trait that you don't agree with, that's going to give you some information, right? This is money isn't just money. Another example is sort of the opposite. Let's say you have a friend who works really, really hard for their money and they choose to gift you something very generously. Well, that is letting you know this person is using money to show you how much they care about you. Maybe one more example is I have a friend who had a security breach and someone ended up stealing money out of their bank account this week. And this made them go and look at their cybersecurity as a whole, which is probably a good thing and a good thing for all of us to do. So as you move through this week and next week, just realize that sort of financial transactions are usually going to have a deeper meaning than normal. Look at the meaning behind the transaction. All right, let's see what the first card wants to share with us. Okay, the Ten of Swords. So this is the culminating card in the suit of swords, and it can have many, many meanings, but usually it has to do with wrapping something up, letting something go, because swords really have a sense about them of drawing a line in the sand, making a decision, cutting something off or releasing it. And because this card is the last card, it just sort of says, maybe it's really time to finally let something go. This can be many things. If we combine it with some of the messages from the stars this week, is there something that you really need to stop spending money on? Do you need to go through your finances and see if there's some subscriptions that are going on that you don't know about or have forgotten about? Do you actually need to just sit down and look at where your money is going and maybe decide to not spend it in certain places for a while? If we talk about other realms of life, it's the same idea. What's being carried around that can be let go of? All right. Let's get some more information. Ooh, commitment. Commitment is on the table. Specifically, the topic of commitment. Whenever I see this in this kind of position, I ask what is easy for you to commit to and what is hard for you to commit to. Some of us can commit to other people easily, but have a really hard time committing to ourselves. But actually right here, this sort of story it's telling is commitment versus possibly being non-committal. So this is even stronger than normal because it's two energies playing back and forth. This could be happening in a relationship you're in right now where one person really wants commitment and the other person is like, I don't know if I'm ready, right? It could be happening with your money. You have a dream, but you just can't stay committed to saving the money for it. So definitely starting out with a bit of a struggle between maybe what you want to be committed to, but you're having a hard time doing it. You know, short-term gratification versus a long-term goal kind of scenario. If this is like an interpersonal struggle or even an internal struggle, the message from the guides this week is take a nap. Sleep on it. Refill the well. Maybe you'll figure it out tomorrow. Because this looks like it could be a pretty big struggle going on, so some self-care here might be good. We have a lovely community card here this week, so don't isolate. The weather's getting nicer. Get out there, mingle. Go find some people that want to do what you want to do and do it with them. We have this lovely sort of optimistic energy here. So if we're talking about a relationship, you know, where maybe there's some struggle going on between levels of commitment, this card says, don't give up hope, just get clear, because clarity always helps. I mean, even if that means you need to go your separate ways, or if you're getting clear on expectations, that's a really good thing. Now, this is such a big card that this goes beyond just an interpersonal situation. It really has to do with clarity in some ways about where you're standing right now for the next month, where you want to be putting your energy, you know, making plans for things you're excited about. There's a lot of excitement with the sun. It's usually feeling excited about future plans. So that's really lovely with the community card. We have double nines at the end here, which I always find nines to be sort of magical, but the one that's really calling to me is this breakthrough energy, because it's sort of snuggled up with this other card, which means when things start moving, they start moving really, really fast. I mean, I always say with the Eight of Wands, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And that's triply true, because we have a huge manifestation card as the outcome this week. So the story that this is telling is something that you've been working on or that's been building up may get to a point now where you jump into the new phase and things really start rolling, okay? And the manifestation starts happening. So this is really good. You know, in April last month, there was so much going on that was sort of, you know, that huge retrograde that eclipsed everything, where it was hard to sort of get things going. This now is sort of like, all right, let's push through. Everything, the obstacles are going to be, if not cleared away, it'll be like your water just flowing around the big rocks that were in your way, right? And then you get into this great manifestation energy. Overall, this is a positive reading for the week. And I find it very interesting that it starts out with saying, what are you committed to? And you can get what you want and manifest it. So it's sort of telling a story. Oftentimes, to get what we really want, we do have to be committed. That it comes with the territory. You can't be flaky. It's sort of like, if you are consistent, you will eventually achieve what you're looking for and what you want. So yeah, really think about the topic of your ability to be consistent. I personally struggle with it sometimes, but consistency holds a lot of power. And, you know, starting out with that Ten of Swords today, it's saying sometimes we have to cut off extraneous things to get focused and be able to stay on our course and be consistent towards a goal that is really worth it. Long-term goal versus short-term gratification this week. You can do it. All right, I hope you have a lovely week, and I will check in again in about 7 days. All right, bye-bye.